Hey, welcome guys. Tony Porter, and this is Tabletop Baseball Digest. We are doing a What If World Series. This is Game 4. I hope you watched Games 1, 2, and 3. The Yankees lead at 2-1. I'm learning more and more about the teams, especially the Dodgers, because the Yankees are playing the Dodgers this weekend. And I really didn't plan this out to be playing these two teams while they actually played each other over the 2024 season. Now, you can see my video tutorial on how to make these cards using Steve's card computer, and let's play ball. The Dodgers are going to be fielding column 1. The Yankees are going to be fielding column 2. And pitchers for today are going to be Stroman, who's a B, and Paxton, who's a CW. Those are two pitchers that have racked up a lot of innings. So I'm just kind of going with the flow of what's happening in the season and trying to represent both these outstanding teams as close to what I expect them to be in the World Series. All right, so let's start. I'm using the official retro cardboard APBA shaker, and here is Betts. Just to go over the lineups quickly, it's Betts, the shortstop, Ohtani, DH Freeman, the first baseman, Smith, the catcher, Hernandez in left field, Lux, the second baseman, Hayward in right field, Kike Hernandez, the third baseman, and Pajes, the center fielder. For the Yankees, the home team, it's going to be Volpe, the shortstop, Soto in right, Judge in center, first baseman is Rizzo, Stanton, the DH, and batting sixth is Verdugo in left field, seventh is Gleyber Torres, the second baseman, eighth is Trevino, the catcher, and ninth is Cabrera Oswaldo, the third baseman. Play ball. Here's Betts with a 43, and that is going to be right back to Stroman, who stabs it. He's an outstanding fielder, and that's going to be the first out of the ball game. One thing about APBA, a lot of guys like to play season replays with APBA because it plays very quickly, and this is a swing by Ohtani, bounce right to the second baseman, Torres. And Ohtani's fleet of foot, by the way, and he gets there a little, the ball gets there just a little, half a step ahead of Ohtani. And now with 2 out, here is Freddie Freeman. Outstanding ball player, and a 25 is going to be an 8, but Stroman is an 8, so we're just going to make that a fly out center field. 1, 2, 3 for Stroman. Here is Paxton against Anthony Volpe, leading off for the Yankees, and that is a 29, and that is tap right back to the pitcher, who throws out Volpe. Juan Soto next, and he grounds out to the shortstop. Long throw, and in time. 2 away. And here's Aaron Judge. And a 61 will be a ground ball up the middle, and there is Betts over to first and in time. 3 up and 3 down. That was a super fast inning, and APBA has a tendency to play fast. Guys get results quickly, and they can play several games. I've heard guys play up to 15 games in one day, which is pretty impressive. Here is Will Smith, catcher for the Dodgers. The pitch, and that's going to be a grounder to the shortstop. Volpe throws out Smith. Next up is Teoscar Hernandez. Where is he? Did I just kind of... Oh, there he is. All right. Teoscar Hernandez. These are the cards I just made in my video. My tutorial video. Here is Hernandez with a 41, and that'll be a ground ball in the hole. And Volpe with a long throw and gets him just in time. Nice stretch by Rizzo at first base. Next up is Lux, and then it's Hayward. So that's a 44 and an 8 again. That's going to be a... Officially, that's a... it is a fly out center field. So I was right. Okay. And that'll end the inning. 3 up and 3 down again. All right. Here comes the lefty Rizzo against the lefty Paxton. And a 21 will be lifted to left field. Oppo for Rizzo. And Teoscar right there squeezes it for out number 1. Here's Giancarlo Stanton with a 14. And that's a drive in the gap. And on the run is Teoscar Hernandez, and he makes the running catch. 2 fly balls to left field. And Verdugo. And he is going to line one to center field for a base hit. So he's on at first. No speed for Verdugo. He's just blank there. That's what I made him. Torres is a fast, speedy runner, and he's up. And the pitch, 35 will be struck him out. So the Yanks pick up a hit and leave a runner stranded. We go to the top of the third. So I've been pushing my starters to go at least 7, 8 innings just to make my life easier. But if they get in trouble, I start pulling them. I have all the relievers who are, the ones they use the most, ready to go. So here's Jason Hayward. And that's a 56, and that'll be a pop-up. Shortstop. Volpe, 1 away. Kike Hernandez now, 41, and that is bounced to Volpe, 2 away. And here's Pages, Andy Pages. Now, in the first couple of games, I was calling him Pages, but he's a Spanish guy, and that's popped up behind the plate and in foul ground to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. So that's 9 in a row retired by Marcus Stroman. He's back in New York. He played with the Mets for a while, and now he's back with the Yankees. Here is Trevino. He's a slow catcher, and he's ready. Here's the pitch, and a 45 will be ball 4, so he walks. And it's Orlando Cabrera now. And a 46 will be a 29. And a 29, I believe, is a fielder's choice. Right back to the pitcher, goes to second for 1, back to first. No. This is going to be just a pitcher going 1 on fielding column 1. It's just 1 to 3. That's weird, and the runner advances. So runner advances to second. He's in scoring position. Now he's slow, so I'm going to hold him up on a single. I don't want him to get thrown out. It is a C pitcher. Here's Anthony Volpe, 1 out and 1 on, and a 24 will be a swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes. And Juan Soto, the always dangerous Juan Soto. Will he sign with the Yankees is the question. A 16 will be a check swing, and they ring him up. Umpire does not like Soto, and that is 3 strikeouts for Paxton. So the Yanks strand a runner, and we move to the top of the 4th inning. No score. Here is top of the order now for the Dodgers. It's going to be Betts with a 46, and that's going to be tapped right back to Stroman the second time that Betts has hit it back to the pitcher. 1 away. Ohtani, 29, and that is, again, another similar result of 29 is going to be back to Stroman again. We had a lot of ground balls to the pitchers in APBA. It's like the line drives in Stratomatic. And with 2 outs, here's Freeman, a 45. That'll be ball 4. So Freeman trots on down to first with 2 outs. Dodgers have a runner on. And here's Will Smith. Oh, and that's foul back. Out of play. A souvenir for a lucky fan again. And a 46 will be a swing and a miss, strikes him out. And that'll be the first strikeout for Stroman in this game. But finally, the Dodgers pick up a base runner on the walk. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge leads off for the Yankees. Probably one of the top 10 best players in baseball, if not top 3. But he strikes out here. Strikeout number 4 for Paxton. Next up is Rizzo. Rizzo with a tapper right back to the mound. 2 away. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton with a 33, and that is going to be a drive in the gap. Will anybody get to it? No, and it's going to be cut off. Excuse me, it gets cut off. What a play, and that's going to hold Stanton to a single. Super slow runner. Literally, he looks like he's walking. Here's Verdugo. And Verdugo with a 61, and that is hit hard right at the shortstop. Goes to second for the force, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the top of the 5th inning. No score here at Yankee Stadium. This is Game 4 of the What If World Series. Here is Teoscar Hernandez, 35, and that'll be a swing and a miss. And Stroman gets him with the slider, low and away. Second strikeout for Stroman now. Lux with a 13, and that is a check swing, and they check with the third base umpire, and he rings him up, and Lux is not happy about that. No siree. Here's Hayward, 34, and that's a drive in the gap. On the run is Judge, and Judge runs it down. 3 up and 3 down. That is 0-0 going to the bottom of the 5th. Gleyber Torres leads off against Paxton. If Paxton gets through this inning, he will become... Oh, and Stroman is now an A pitcher because he's done 5. And if Paxton gets through this inning with no runs allowed, no earned runs allowed, he will be kicked up a letter grade. All right, here's the pitch, and that's a 52, which is slow roller to third base. Charging hard is Hernandez, and Kike makes a nice play, throws a strike to first to get the speedy Torres. Here's Trevino. Trevino walked in the 3rd inning. And a 35 will be a 9, which is a pop-up. Third base. The C pitcher takes it away from him, and 2 outs. Orlando Cabrera with a 24, strike 3, fastball blown by him. Strikeout number 5 for Paxton. No runs, no hits, and Paxton becomes an A pitcher. I'm sorry, a B pitcher. Little boost, and we go to top of the 6th, no score. So it was an excellent close game. Pitchers duel. Here's Enrique Kike, 36, and that'll be a 33, which is popped up to, I believe, the third baseman. He calls everybody off near the pitching mound. And Pajes, Andy Pajes, with a 15, and that'll be, he's an A now, so an 8 will be popped up. Left side, and that's the third baseman again. So 2 consecutive pop-ups to the third baseman. And Mookie Betts. The pitch, 12, and that'll be bounced to second base. Torres up with it, sets his feet, throws out Betts, and that retires the side. Volpe now. Anthony Volpe. Score is 0-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Volpe leading off. The pitch from Paxton is a 13, and that is ball 4. So the speedy Volpe is on base. Soto now. And that's a 55. That's going to be now it's an 8. So with a runner on, that's going to be an out because he's a B pitcher. So that goes right back to Paxton, who throws over to get Soto at first, but moving into scoring position is Volpe with Judge coming up. And we are going to walk Judge, intentionally walk Judge, and in APBA you roll. And what would have happened? Nothing would have happened. He would have struck out. But first and second now with Rizzo coming to that. I'd rather face Rizzo. Here's the pitch to Rizzo, and 65 with a 35. But remember that Paxton is a W. So a 35. It will be a base on balls to load the bases, and that we may go to the bullpen now. Let's see what we got in the bullpen for the Dodgers. We got Michael Grove. We got a guy named Alex Vesia. We got a righty coming up. So let's see, even though that makes a little difference in this game. Got Yarbrough, throws left. He's another lefty. Daniel Hudson is going to come in with the bases loaded. Daniel Hudson. And each guy goes an inning. That's basically how I do it. X, Z, Z. You want those 2 Z's with the bases loaded, and he will be a B pitcher. But facing a guy from the right side, just for this batter, he will be an A. All right, so I'm sorry, did I call him Michael? Daniel Hudson against Stanton with the bases loaded. We're going to bring the infield in here. And here's the pitch, and that is a 14. Now that's going to be a fly ball to left. In left field, we've got Teoscar Hernandez, who's a B. So this may be a sacrifice fly for the first run of the game. And it does. It's going to, tagging up is going to be Volpe. And he will score. So an RBI for Stanton. Volpe scores. And the Yankees lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runners on first and second. And Verdugo. He's got to pitch a 3. Here's the pitch. And that is a 53. A 15. Ooh. 15. And that, I think, is a hit by pitch. And no, it's a single to left. 1 run scores. Other to third. Batter to second on throw home. So Yankees pick up another run. Scoring is Judge. Going to third is Rizzo. And it's an RBI for, he goes to second on the throw. RBI for Verdugo. Yankees lead at 2-0. There we go. And next up is Torres. Hudson gets the sign from Smith and the pitch, and 25-9. He is a B. There are runners on second and third. A B and a 9 is going to be a swing and a miss. Strikes him out to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 outs. And that retires the side. Not before the Yankees pick up a couple of runs on basically 1 hit, 3 walks, and a sacrifice fly. Go to top of the 7th. Yankees lead at 1-0. This is game 4. Yankees lead the series 2-1. Ohtani now leads off. It's Ohtani, Freeman, and Smith here in the top of the 7th. The pitch. And Stroman's going to be an A, and that's as high as he can go. At 22, that's trouble. That's a drive in the gap, and nobody's going to get to that. That's going to roll to the wall. Digging for 2 is Ohtani, and he's in there. A double extra base hit for Shohei Ohtani. Again, one of probably the top 5 players in baseball. Here's Freddie Freeman running around second base. The pitch, and that's a 34. That's a fly ball center field. Now, Ohtani, did I make him fast? I don't know, but he is fast, and I should have made him fast because he is. So he's going to have a chance to tag up. We're going to make it for a fast runner, fly out to center field. We're going to make it a 1, 2, 3. He tags up. And it's a 4, so he will hold. Too shallow. So Smith now. The runner on second base. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 16. Bounce to short. Runner will hold. They hold 90 some odd % of the time. Holds the second base. And that was, by the way, that was the first hit of the game in the top of the 7th inning against Stroman. Here is Teoscar Hernandez, always dangerous, and that's a deep drive. Oh, no, that actually is a deep drive to left, and that ball is in the upper deck. Home run, the game is tied. Wow, that's when life imitates art, or art imitates life. So a home run, a 2-run shot, 2 RBIs for Teoscar Hernandez, and he celebrates as he goes around the bases. Ohtani scores ahead of him, waits for him at home plate, and the game has been tied here in the top of the 7th. And now with a lefty coming up, the Yankees will go to the bullpen. Let's see where we find the Yankees bullpen. We need a lefty here. Who do we got? Throws left, Caleb Ferguson, but he's not very good. Santana. Do the Yankees have any? Tonkin is a righty. Gonzalez is a good lefty, so he will come in. So Gonzalez comes in. He is a dangerous left. Do I use him for Lux, or do I just save him for the 8th inning against the top of the order if I need him? And I'll bring in nobody on base right now. I'm going to bring a guy named Ferguson, who is going to be a C. Now, I could pinch hit right here on the Dodgers, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to pinch hit, and then Rojas is going to pinch hit, and then he will stay in the game at second base. So he loses his advantage. Pitcher does, right? Ferguson loses Caleb Ferguson. Ferguson is a DX. All right. And he will face Rojas. Nobody on, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, game tied at 2. The pitch, and that's a 32. Bounce to second base. Torres over and throws him out. 2 runs on 2 hits. The big 2-run homer by Teoscar Hernandez. And the game is tied going into the 7th inning stretch. It's going to be Trevino Cabrera against, okay, Hudson pitched a couple of outs, so we're going to get a new pitcher. He's a righty. Let him go. Cabrera's going to be a switch hitter. And Volpe, I believe, is a righty as well, or is he not? Yeah. So I can let him go for one more batter. Hudson will stay in. 1 or 2 more batters. Here's a pitch. 14 is a fly ball left field. Under it is Hernandez. 1 away. Next up is Cabrera with a 15, and that's going to be line base hit. And Cabrera's on, and that will be all for Daniel Hudson. So we're going to go to a righty named Grove against the lefty Soto. No, let's go to somebody who's a real good lefty. Who's a real good lefty? Yarbrough. Yarbrough will come in. Volpe is a righty. Okay, so we're going to let Yarbrough come in. He will be, he's facing a right. He's the lefty facing a right, so he will not get a boost, but he is already a B, R, and a Z. Okay. So he's in there now. Yarbrough will be facing Anthony Volpe. Let's get his card right there. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch, and that's a 31, a 9. He is a B, and that's going to be an infield single. A slow roll to the third, and there won't be a play. And Volpe is on with a base knock here. That's a 9 against a B pitcher, and it's a lefty righty. So, but I was all right. So that's going to be up a 9. It is a base hit. So now there's first and second, and it's going to be the lefty Yarbrough facing. I should have let Hudson go one more batter. Anyway. All right, so here's Soto against Yarbrough, a B. And the pitch to Soto, a 15, and that's going to be a 10. A 10 is going to be a tapper right back to Yarbrough, who throws out. Both runners will advance. And second and third now for the Yankees. With 2 outs, up comes Aaron Judge, a righty. So I'm going to intentionally walk Judge again to load the bases, and here's Rizzo, lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch from Yarbrough. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and a 42 will be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout by Yarbrough of Rizzo to end the inning. So 2 hits, the Yankees leave. The bases loaded, and we go to the top of the 8th. And we're going to go with somebody here. Caleb Ferguson's not the type of guy I want to go with, and I'm not going to use Gonzalez yet. I will go with, do I go with Santana? Yeah, I'm going to go with Santana here. All right, Santana. He's going to be a C pitcher, and that's all he is. And he will come in to face Hayward. He is a righty. He will face the lefty Hayward. Hernandez a righty, and Pajes, I think is a switch hitter. No, he's a righty as well. All right, here's a pitch by. So this guy went 1/3 of an inning, and 6.2 for Stroman. Here's the pitch. Hayward with a 54, and that's lifted to right on the run. Is the right fielder Soto, makes the running catch for out number 1. Next up is Enrique Hernandez with a bounce to the third. Charging hard is Cabrera, and he throws a strike to get him at first. 2 outs, and Pies with a 23, and that's a 12. I don't even know what that is off the top of my head. 12 is grounded at first base to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down for Santana. The game is still tied at 2. Leading off is going to be Stanton. We're going to go grab somebody here from, that's basically how modern baseball is played. Just we got really good lefty to face Verdugo, but let's see, do I have any righties? Michael Grove is going to come in. See how he does against Stanton. Grove, he is a DX, but he will be a C. And here's the pitch to Stanton. Stanton with a 63, swing and a miss, struck him out. Not a tough guy to strike out. He does strike out a lot. Here's Verdugo now. The pitch, a 64, and that's a check swing, and they ring him up. Back-to-back Ks for Michael Grove. And Gleyber Torres with a 55. That's line, base hit. Rips one, strokes one to center. 2 out single for Torres. And here's Trevino. Jose Trevino steps to the box. And Grove gets the sign from Smith. And the pitch, a 15. That's going to be a base hit. Hustling over to third will be Torres. So a little check swing blooper that drops in front of the center fielder. And going to third with 2 outs was Torres. He was moving on contact. So we're going to have first and third now. And the Dodgers are going to go to the bullpen again. Who else? We're going to go, what do we got? Righty. Oh, he bats both. We're going to bring in Vesia and leave him in to face the this section here. We want him to face Soto and Rizzo. So we're going to bring in Vesia. So 2/3, 0.2 for Grove. And he gives up 2 hits. Yarbrough went 2/3, 0.2 as well. And and what did he do? He gave up a single and a walk, intentional walk. And what did Hudson do? Hudson went 2/3, 1 inning. And he gave up a hit. Wait a second. Yeah, he gave up 2 hits. And Paxton went 5 1/3. And who do we got now? We got Vesia. We're going to write it down here, Vesia. Vesia is going to be X, Y, W. And he's going to be an A and C pitcher. He comes in the bottom of the 8th with runners on first and third for the Yankees. All right, all tied at 2. Excellent game. Here's Cabrera. Here's a pitch by Vesia. And a 12 is going to be a 25. I don't know. That's a line drive. But first, what did I say? First and third? First and third, 25 against an A. That's going to be a double play grounder, 6-4. It's going to be a fielder's choice to end the inning. So Cabrera just bounces out, and the Yankees again leave more men on base. Top of the order now here in the 9th inning. And we had Santana, C pitcher, pitching for the Yankees, but we're starting to run out of pitchers without me having to go and kind of search and see who else I can use. Let's see what else I got. I got Santana, I got Tonkin. All right, I got Tonkin, and then I got, of course, the closer, Clay Holmes. I've used everybody. Oh, I've used 12. I've only used 2. Go, Victor Gonzalez. Who's up now? Oh, Betts. He's a righty, but then I got Ohtani, a lefty, Freeman. So we're going to bring in Victor Gonzalez, an A pitcher. So Santana goes 1 inning. Excellent job for a D guy or for a C guy. He was a C guy. Gonzalez. He's going to be, what did I say? He was going to be an RW. Basically, doesn't strike out very many, but he will be an ARW. And I think strikeouts become fly balls, something like that. I don't worry about that too much here. I have the older boards from the 70s or early 80s. I'm not sure. I had my booklet, but I think I sold one, and I have another one in a box, brand new one, that I don't want to break out. All right, so that ends the inning, no runs, 2 hits for the Yankees, and we go to the top of the ninth. It's going to be Betts against Victor Gonzalez for the Yankees. And that's going to be a 51, which is an 8. That's going to be popped up. Left side, 1 away. He is an 8 pitcher, so 8s and 9s are outs. Here's Ohtani. Haven't rolled any 66s. A 25 is going to be a ground ball, and that's through the right side for a base hit. Ohtani with a single. Freeman. Pitch, and a 16 will be a 41. Holy smokes. 41 beat column. Batter safe, fielder's choice sliding. 6-4. There's an injury, it looks like, to somebody. Batter safe, runner out at second and is injured. Oh, Tani's got hurt. Oh boy. We'll see what we do with that. So we're gonna have to. Trainer's gonna go out to check him out. And on first base is Freeman. 2 outs. Here's Will Smith. A pitch from Gonzalez, and that is going to be a 16, which will be a bounce to short. 6-4 fielder's choice to end the inning. But the big news is the possible injury to Ohtani. We'll see. He's the DH, not on the field, so I don't have to make a decision right now. All right. So we still have Vesia. We wrote him down here. And he will be pitching. He pitched 1/3 of an inning. He will be facing Volpe, Soto, and Judge. And hopefully Rizzo as well. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the ninth. It's all tied at 2. That's a base on balls. So Volpe walks. With Soto coming to bat. The always dangerous Juan Soto. See what happens here. This is a good thing about APBA. You roll 66 and the game is over. Bottom of the ninth here at Yankee Stadium. Huge crowd. 65,000 people. I don't even know if it fits that many, but here's the pitch to Soto, and that's a 35. Will be a 9. Vesia, that's going to be an out of some kind. Not against an 8 pitcher, but it's a bouncer to third. Going to second will be Volpe, so he's in scoring position, and Aaron Judge up again. Will I walk him intentionally for the 3rd time? That's the question. I mean, facing Judge with a runner in scoring position, it makes no sense, so I'm going to walk him for the 3rd time. The guy's a beast. And I got a roll. I don't think I rolled last time for him. Let's see what he does. And that is going to be a 44. That would have been a double and probably the ball game with the speedy Volpe. So that was a good move. Here's Rizzo. Lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. And that's going to be a 56, which is a 34. 34. Vesia's a double. W. Uh-oh. First and second, that may be a walk, and that will load bases for the Yankees. What did I say it was? A 34? No, it's going to be an infield pop-up. A 56, yeah. 34 is going to be an infield pop-up to the third baseman. Pop 5, 2 outs now. And up comes Stanton with runners on first and second. Giancarlo Stanton having a good season, batting near 290. All right. Yankees with a chance to walk it off. And that is going to be a 13 strikeout, and that ends the inning. The Yankees leave 2 more runners. Oh, he can't strike out anybody, right? He's an R. Is that what we said? No, he's an XY. He does strike out guys. Okay, that was somebody else. All right, so that we go into extra innings. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks there. The Yanks leave 2, and we go to the 10th inning. So now we got to figure out how we put a guy on second base and that whole thing. I think it's the guy who made the last out. All right, guys. We are continuing this game. It is a 2-2 game. The Yankees lead the series 2-1. This is game 4. We are in the 10th inning. What I like to do now when we start getting into extra innings, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do. about putting the man at second base. So it's usually the last out. So Smith will go to second base unless I pinch run and have another catcher, which is probably what I'm going to do. So this game has Kike. I'm going to get Rojas is playing second base. So I'm going to get Taylor to pinch run. So he will pinch run, and then we will see what's what there. So there's a runner at second base, and it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez against a new pitcher for the Yankees, who is Nick Birdie. He's an A and a Y and a W. So let's do this and see what happens. Let's roll some dice. All right, so 43. So that's going to be a 29, which is a ground tapper right back to the mound for Birdie, and he will throw out Hernandez. So I just write G1 on that. And next is Miguel Rojas, who took over for Lux when he I'm not sure. He took over for Lux. Oh, I think Lux was injured. That's what happened. Anyway, all right. So Miguel Rojas is in there. Here's the pitch. That's a 45, and that is a base on balls. He walks him. And Birdie does have that tendency to walk players. So as I was saying, what I like to do when we get into extra innings is start just following down each line and completing each inning line for several innings. One inning could become 3 innings if it's 1, 2, 3 outs, 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out, right? That would be 9 boxes. And that allows me to go much, so I can get probably 2 out of every 1 or 2.5 out of every 1. So that'll give me okay. I didn't move up the runner on this 29. I forgot he was at second base. So let's see if that runner moves up on the 29. No, the runner. Okay, well, the runner at second base is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. And so the runner does move up. And this is tricky. This is the first time I've ever done this. I don't even play the modern baseball game. So Rojas is going to walk. The infield was going to be in. And we have a runner at third. I'll just put I don't know. I just kind of have to remember it. Okay. We got a runner at third and 1 out. Next up is Hayward. He's a lefty against Birdie, the righty. Let's see what happens here. All right, let me get the board that tells me about that issue. We run around third board. I don't have a lot of pens around, so I dropped this one. All right. So here goes. Infield is in for the Yankees. There's a runner on third. The score is 2-2. We're in the top of the 10th. And that's a 51. Let's see what that's going to... Oh, that's going to be a 13, which is a strikeout. So Birdie blows a fastball by Hayward, and he strikes out for the second out of the inning. And the Yankee infield now moves to deep, and it's going to be Kike Hernandez, the right-hander. Pitch. And it's a 16, which is a ground ball to short. Volpe up with it over to first, and that retires the side. So that, there. So this was a new pitcher, so that is inning 10, no runs, a walk, a couple of men left on base, and we go to the bottom of the 10th for the Yankees. And it's going to be a new pitcher. For the Dodgers, we're going to bring in Blake Treinen. He is an AB, pitcher. And so Trennan A. So he's having a great season. He's on the injured list right now, but hopefully he comes back. And by the World Series, and it's going to be Blake Trennan. All right, let's see what happens here. Verdugo is going to lead it off. He's a left-hander. Trennan is a righty. And there's a runner at second base again. And the DH is Stanton, but we're probably going to pinch run for him. With who will we pinch run? Where did my... Okay, hold on a second. I have some... These are the Dodgers. These are all the Dodgers. A lot of Dodgers. A lot of Dodger relief pitchers. A lot of Yankee relief pitchers. Oh, here are the Yankees. All right. So Trent Grisham, who hasn't played, is going to come in to run for Stanton. He will become the DH. So Grish, pinch runner, and then the DH. We're going to get a new catcher. The new catcher is going to be, what was his name? What was the new catcher? What was his name? Oh, man, I printed him out. Check out my video on how to print out these cards, how to, pretty simple. Taylor pinch ran, and then Austin Barnes is going to come in. I made him an 8, catcher slow, so he will be in there batting fourth. And let's pop him in there, and that's it. All right, let's go. Verdugo against Blake Trennan. And that is a 54. That's lifted to right field. Under it is Hayward. And Hayward puts it away for out number 1. You're in the bottom of the 10th. Next is Gleyber Torres. 46. And checks his swing. And first base umpire rings him up. So slider blown away. Borderline pitch, too close to take for Torres, but he strikes out. And now it's Jose Trevino with a 63, and that's a drive to center field. On the run is center fielder Pages, and he runs it down. All right. So that's 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. We go to the 11th inning. So Kike Hernandez will be at second base, and it's Pages. Do we bunt him over? I think he's in scoring position. So I'm not a big friend of bunting him over with a guy that can that's a 1 and at 66. But you know what? I will use the classic book. And we will bunt, so he will square away. And it's a 32 with a runner at second. And the 32 says it's a bunt to the first baseman. Turns around and flips it to the second baseman, covering first. And that's a big sacrifice by Pages. And that's going to bring the top of the order now. We still got... same pitcher there for the Yankees. We got Nick Birdie still pitching for the Yankees, so we're going to try to squeeze a second inning out of him. And here's Mookie Betts. And the infield's going to be in with 1 out. It's a 55 against, he is an A pitcher with a runner at third. And that's against an 8 pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. And the Dodgers score a run, and they lead it 3-2. RBI. And Ohtani's next. Shohei. Let's see if the Yankees have any lefties available to come in. Luke Weaver's available. Victor Gonzalez. Ian Hamilton, another righty, is available. All right, we're gonna leave Birdie in there, and here's Ohtani. And a 44 is going to be a 6 on Ohtani's card with a runner at first. And the runner bets his fast. And he will motor around third, and they're going to have a play at the plate. And he will be safe at home. The Dodgers scored 2, and they're up 4-2 now. A double by Ohtani, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it for our boy. And for our boy Birdie. And we're going to go to Luke Weaver now. New pitcher for the Yankees. It's going to be Weaver. And he's going to be a BXZ. All right. Runner at second, Freeman. And we are going to intentionally walk Freeman. We got to roll with that one. And his 33, so that was a good move. That would have been a double. Or no, that would have taken us to the second column. And now we're going to have Blake, now we're going to have Austin Barnes, right? I printed his card up to have a backup catcher because I saw actually he started a couple of games recently in the, and I think I threw him in here. He's in here somewhere. All right, Austin Barnes. So he will be batting with runners on first and second and only 1 out. Here's a pitch from Weaver. And a 63 will be a swing and a miss. Curveball gets him for the second out. That's the second strikeout. Oh, no, that's the first strikeout. Got a new pitcher now. Okay. And here is Teoscar Hernandez. 2 outs, 2 on. Dodgers lead at 4-2 here in the top of the 11th. And that's a 65, a 35 with runners on first and second. A 35 against a B. It'll be a foul out. No W on Weaver's car, so it's going to be a foul out to the catcher. And that retires the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits. And the Dodgers lead at 4-2 here in the 11th. And we go to Oswaldo Cabrera leading it off. Now, we use Paxton, Hudson, Yarbrough, Graves, Vesia, and Trennan. And we're going to go now to the closer. The closer for I have 2 Yarbroughs in here. Evan Phillips. He's an ACX pitcher. So Evan Phillips will come in. He will face Soto. So Evan Phillips. He is an AC and an X. All right, let's do this. He will Oswaldo Cabrera, Volpe, and then Soto. See if we can get to Judge. Here's a pitch, and that's a 43, which will be a swing and a miss. Strike him out. He is an X, so that 29 I know is an X. Here's Volpe with 1 out. And a 62, that'll be a 23. 23, and it's going to be a fly ball to left, and it's booted. So it's going to be an E7. An error on the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. So that puts a runner on first. Tying run now at the plate in Juan Soto. And the pitch. Oh, wait for that. And that's a fly ball deep center field. Backing up to the track is Pajes, and he makes the catch. And here's Aaron Judge. So that's what you wanted. You want Aaron Judge to get to the plate. And Teoscar's error allowed it to happen. So there's 2 outs. And Volpe's on at first, and Judge at the plate. And here it is. Here's the pitch. Yankees down to the last out. That's going to be ball 4. Phillips is an X, so he does walk him. So now the winning run is at the plate in Rizzo. And we will let him bat. He is a lefty against Phillips, who is a righty. And Phillips, Rizzo does have power at 66. He has a 6 at 11. So those are the 2 you want to hit, because with 2 outs, Judge will probably score from first base. He will be moving on the pitch with Yankees down to their last out with a chance to tie the game, or a home run will win the game. Here's the pitch. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I had a runner at second base. So now I have the bases loaded, and that's a 62, and that's a 41 with the bases loaded. Holy smokes. Forgot all about that runner at second base, that automatic runner. And a 41 is going to be, a triple play. So it's a line out to the shortstop. And the ball game is over. So Evans picks up the save. The victory goes to Trennan. The loss will go to Birdie. And the final score is 4-2. No runs, no hits in that final inning. Hits, I didn't calculate hits. I will now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits for the Dodgers. For the Yankees, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits for the Yankees. There's 1 error there. I don't know that the Yankees committed any errors from the top of my head. I don't remember that happening. And only 1 error on the Dodgers. All right. So that's it. So the series now is tied at 2 apiece. And we will set up for game 5. I hope you're following along with me, playing basically my childhood introductory game into tabletop gaming, APBA. Love the cards and those old, Sporting News and Baseball Digest. I loved the cards. They were the attraction of APBA. So anyway, thanks for watching, and this is Tony Porter for Tabletop Baseball Digest, and I will see you guys soon. So long now.